A winner is dreamer who never gives up. So, always believe in yourself. I believe in you. Blessed day, dear students. I welcoming you all to this revision class. For our September monthly test, we have third chapter and morphology and anatomy of earthworm and cockroach in fourth chapter. Already I have sent you the evaluation question and answers PDF and asked you to write in your assignment notebook. Hope you all do that. Today we will revise all the questions for your monthly test. Let us have a fast recap on this third chapter. Cells. Cells is the basic unit of life. Group of cells combine to form a tissue. Tissues combine to form organs and organ system. What is a tissue? Tissue is a group of cells. Histology means it is a science that deals with the study about tissues. So, there are different types of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and neural tissue. So, let us see the epithelial tissue, which is divided into two: simple epithelium and compound epithelium. This simple epithelium has different types. Let us see one by one. First is the simple epithelium is composed of single layer of cells and found in organs of absorption, secretion and filtration. Squamous epithelium, the cells are thin and flat. They are found in kidney glomeruli. They have irregular boundaries. And cuboidal epitheliums have cubic-like cells or cube-like cells, which is found in most of the organs like kidney. And columnar epithelium are taller and more slender with oval nuclei found at the base of the cell. It is modified into goblet cells. The ciliated epithelium is found in the bronchiole, fallopian tube and uterus. They have small hair-like structures called cilia. Pseudostratified epithelium is made up of columnar cells with nucleus at irregular levels. Glandular epithelium can release its secretion through this. Compound epithelium is made up of more than one layer of cells. It is divided into two types: stratified and transitional epithelium. This stratified epithelium has several layers of cells. Stratified squamous have keratinized and non-keratinized type. Stratified cuboidal is found in sweat and mammary gland. And stratified columnar is found in male urethra and lumen of the pharynx. Transitional is found in the ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. There are several cell junctions called tight junction, gap junction and adhering junctions. It's a very important question. First one is the tight junction. It is found between two cell membranes which prevents the passage of water and solutes. Next is the gap junction, which allow rapid communication of small molecules. It helps in connecting with the cytoplasm. Next is the adhering junction, which helps in cementing the neighboring cells together. And connective tissues are all connective tissues are specialized cells and has matrix composed of extracellular protein fibers and a ground substance. It is divided into three: loose, dense and specialized connective tissue. The loose connective tissues, the cells and fibers are loosely arranged. They are areolar, which is found beneath the skin, and adipose, which is rich with fat storage. There are two types of fat. Reticular means it is filled with the fibroblast reticular cells, which is helpful for supporting. Dense connective tissues are fibers and fibroblast. These regular contain collagen fibers. Irregular has collagen fibers arranged irregularly, which provide strength. Elastic fibers are found in large arteries, bronchial tubes, etc. In specialized connective tissues, the cartilage are found and bones are rich in calcium salts and collagen fibers. The bones are hard and non-pliable. Blood is the fluid connective tissue which runs throughout the body. It consists of RBC, WBC and blood platelets. Next is the muscular tissue, which consists of three types: skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, and cardiac muscle. Skeletal muscle contains large cells and it is connected to the skeleton, which is helpful for movement. Next is the smooth muscles, which is found in the walls of the blood vessels around the hollow organs. Next is the cardiac muscle, which is found only in the heart. So this cardiac muscle helps in pumping the blood. Neural tissue is the specialized tissue to conduct the electrical impulses that convey information from the brain to the neurons. So you know the structure of a neuron. So you have to study this. So that's all about this lesson. Go through this lesson. We will discuss the evaluation part. In evaluation questions, the first is the main function of cuboidal epithelium is. The options are protection, secretion, absorption, both B and C. Here the answer is both B and C. That means the main function of cuboidal epithelium is secretion and absorption. Second one, the ciliated epithelium lines the. Where is the ciliated epithelium present? Skin, digestive tract, gallbladder, trachea. Here the answer is trachea. And third one, what type of fibers are found in connective tissue matrix? What type of fibers? Here the fibers are collagen. Collagen fibers are found in connective tissue matrix. Fourth one, prevention of substances from leaking across the tissue is provided by. So different types of junctions are there. So prevention of substances from leaking across the tissues is provided by tight junction. Fifth one, non-shivering thermogenesis in neonates produces heat through white fat, brown fat, yellow fat and colorless fat. Here the answer is brown fat. Non-shivering thermogenesis. Sixth question, some epithelia are pseudostratified. What does this mean? Pseudostratified epithelial cells are columnar, but they are unequal in size. Although this epithelium is single layered, it appears to be multi-layered because the nuclei lie at different levels in different cells. சூடோஸ்டாட்டிஃபைடுன்றது காலுமினார் செல் மாதிரி தான். ஆனால் காலுமினார் செல்ஸில் நியூக்ளியை சேமாக இருக்கும். ஆனால் சூடோஸ்டாட்டிஃபைடில் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பொசிஷனில் இருக்கும். ஸோ அதனால் நிறைய லேயர்ஸ் இருக்கிற மாதிரி தெரியும். சூடோனாலே ஃபால்ஸ். Hence, it is also called pseudostratified epithelium and its function is secretion and absorption. So this is a very important question. And seventh one, differentiate white adipose tissue from brown adipose tissue. Adipose tissues, these are found in the subcutaneous tissue surrounding the kidneys, eyeball, heart, etc. So this adipose tissue is called as white adipose. White adipose is found beneath the skin surrounding the eyes, eyeball, heart, etc. And the adipose which contains abundant mitochondria is called as brown fat or brown adipose tissue. It's a very important question. White fat stores nutrients, whereas brown fat is used to heat the bloodstream. So white fat stores nutrients, whereas brown fat used to heat the bloodstream to warm the body. This brown fat produces heat by non-shivering thermogenesis in neonates. So இந்த டிஃப்ரென்ஷியேட்டை வந்து நீ என்ன பண்ணலான்னா ரெண்டாக பிரித்து ஓகேவா, ஒரு சைடு ஒயிட்டு ஒரு சைடு ப்ரௌனுன்னு போட்டு 2 பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எழுதலாம். ஓகேவா, அந்த மாதிரி எழுது. Next one, why blood is considered as a typical connective tissue? Blood is a fluid connective tissue containing plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. So its main function is to transport the medium for cardiovascular system and it carry nutrients, waste and respiratory gases throughout the body. So blood தான் ஃபுல்லாக எல்லா டிஷ்யூஸும் கனெக்ட் பண்ணுது. It carries nutrients, waste and respiratory gases like oxygen. And ninth one, differentiate between elastic fibers and elastic connective tissue. Elastic fibers. This elastic fibers is found in the skin as the leathery dermis and forms fibrous capsules of organs such as kidneys, bones, cartilage, muscles, nerves and joints. Elastic fiber என்றது fiber. So it is found in the skin as a leathery dermis. Leather போல இருக்கும், கொஞ்சம் extend ஆகும். Okay, and forms the fibrous capsule. Fibrous capsule na outer covering of the organs such as kidney or outer covering capsule இல்லையா, bones, cartilage, muscles, nerves, jointsல இருக்கும். Next one is the elastic connective tissue. This contain high proportion of elastic fibers. Elastic connective tissueல நிறைய fibers இருக்கும். It allows to recoil of tissues. Recoil என்னது, once elasticity நடந்த பிறகு come back to its original position following stretching. It maintains the pulsatile flow of blood through the arteries and passive recoil of the lungs following the inspiration. So blood உள்ள போகும் பொழுது expand ஆகும், அது போய் முடிச்ச உடனே என்ன ஆகும், it's recoil to its original position. So it is found in the walls of the large arteries, ligaments associated with vertebral column and within the walls of the bronchial tubes. So bronchial tubes அதாவது நம்மளோட லங்ஸ்லையும் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா, ஸோ இதுவும் டிஃப்ரென்ஷியேட்டும் என்ன பண்ணுறேன், ரெண்டாக பிரித்து எழுதுகிறேன். Next one, name any 4 important functions of epithelial tissue and provide at least one example of a tissues that exemplifies each function. So name any 4 functions of epithelial tissue. என்னென்ன ஃபங்க்ஷன், protection, absorption, filtration, excretion, secretion and sensory function. So at least give one example கொடுத்துருக்குறாங்க. Absorption, epithelium is helpful for absorption. And then secretion, columnar epithelium, pseudo-stratified epithelium which is helpful for secretion. And for protection, pseudo-stratified epithelium is present. Okay, 11th question, write the classification of connective tissue and their functions. So இது வந்து மேபி 5 மார்க்ஸில் கேட்கறதுக்கான வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது அண்ட் 3 மார்க்ஸில் கேட்கலாம். ஸோ ரைட் த கிளாஸிஃபிகேஷன் ஆஃப் கனெக்டிவ் டிஷ்யூன்னு கேட்குறாங்க. ஃபுல்லாக எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிட்டுலாம் உட்காந்துருக்காத. இதோ இங்கே இருக்கு இல்லையா ஒரு பாக்ஸு, இந்த மாதிரி எழுது. ஏற்கனவே உனக்கு அனுப்பிச்ச பிடிஎஃப்பில் மேபி இது இருக்காது. ஓகேவா, அதனால் இதை யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கோ. இந்த கனெக்டிவ் டிஷ்யூஸை இப்படி எழுதிக்கோ. கனெக்டிவ் டிஷ்யூஸ் அதனோட ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ் கேட்குறாங்க. ஸோ இந்த கிளாஸிஃபிகேஷன் எழுதுனா போதும், நோ நீட் ஃபார் ரைட்டிங் அப்படியே ஃபுல்லாக பேஜாக எழுத வேண்டாம். Okay, connective tissues develop from mesoderm and it's widely distributed in the body. Connective tissue mesodermல இருந்து develop ஆகுது. And there are 4 main classes of this connective tissue. They are connective tissues, cartilage, bone and blood. Connective tissue, cartilage, bone and blood. The major functions of this connective tissues are binding and support, protection, insulation, transportation of substances. So here page number is given, so you can refer that also. So connective tissues are divided into 3 types: loose connective, dense connective and specialized connective. So loose connective we have 3: areolar, adipose tissue and reticular. And dense connective, dense regular, dense irregular and elastic. And in specialized connective tissue, cartilage, bone and blood. ஓகேவா, இது எழுதுனா போதும். அடுத்தது, வாட் இஸ் அன் எபித்தீலியம்? எனிமரேட் த கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக் ஃபீச்சர்ஸ் ஆஃப் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் எபித்தீலியா. ஸோ வாட் இஸ் எபித்தீலியம், இங்கே வந்து கொஷின்ஸ் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி லாங்காக தான் கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. இப்போ எனிமரேட் த கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக்ஸ் ஆஃப் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் எபித்தீலியான்னா நான் சிம்பிள் எபித்தீலியம், காம்பவுண்ட் எபித்தீலியம் நிறையா போக வேண்டியது இருக்கும். ஸோ அது வேண்டாம். எப்படி கேட்பாங்க, நான் எப்படி எக்ஸாமில் கேட்குறேன் அப்படின்னா, வாட் இஸ் அன் எபித்தீலியம்? ஸோ எனிமரேட் த கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக் ஃபீச்சர்ஸ் ஆஃப் சிம்பிள் எபித்தீலியம். டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டு கிடையாது, சிம்பிள். புரிஞ்சுதா? ஸோ எபித்தீலியல் டிஷ்யூனா என்னது? What is epithelium? It is a sheet of cells that covers the body surface or lines the body cavity. It occurs in the body as a covering, as a lining epithelium and as glandular epithelium. The functions of this includes protection, absorption, filtration, excretion, secretion and sensory function. The squamous epithelium is made up of, இப்போ ஒன்று ஒன்றா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுறோம். You have to draw diagram also. Diagram is very important in this. ஆனால் இதில் கொடுத்துள்ள உன்னோட புக்கில் கண்டிப்பாக நீ டயக்ராம் வரையணும். So simple epithelium is divided into different types. Squamous. Squamous epithelium is a single layer of flattened cells. Flattened cells is the important keyword with irregular boundaries. They are found in the kidney glomeruli, air sac of lungs, lining of heart, blood vessels and lymphatic vessels are involved in the functions of diffusion and filtration. Next one is cuboidal epithelium. It is a single layer of cube-like cells. This is commonly found in kidney tubules, ducts, secretory portion of the small glands and surface of the ovary. Its main functions are secretion and absorption. And third one is the columnar epithelium. Columnar epithelium is composed of single layer of tall cells, column-like cells, with a round to oval nuclei at the base. It lines the digestive tract from the stomach to the rectum. And ciliated epithelium, it propels by the ciliary action. Ciliated na columnar மேலேயே small hair-like structures இருக்கும், ciliary actions. And it lines the small bronchioles, fallopian tubes and uterus. And pseudostratified epithelium or columnar but unequal in size. Although this epithelium is single layered, it appears to be multi-layered because the nuclei lie at different levels in different cells. So in the lesson the simple epithelium question and compound epithelium is a very very important 5-mark question. And then differentiate இதில் இருந்து நிறையா கேட்பாங்க. இதில் வந்து புக் இன்சைட் கொஷின்ஸில் பார்த்தோன்னா வாட் ஆர் த டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஜங்ஷன்ஸ், செல் ஜங்ஷன்ஸ் என்னென்ன இருக்குது, ஓகேவா? எக்ஸ்பிளைன் த 3 டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் செல் ஜங்ஷன்ஸ், டைட் ஜங்ஷன், adhering ஜங்ஷன், கேப் ஜங்ஷன், அதை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணி எழுதணும். And then what is mean by transitional epithelium? Transitional is a part of a compound epithelium இல்லையா? So what is transitional epithelium? அந்த கொஷின் எழுதணும், ஓகேவா? And then differentiate between bone and cartilage. கார்டிலேஜையும் போனையும் டிஃப்ரென்ஷியேட் பண்ணு. கார்டிலேஜ்ன்றது ஒரு சாலிட் ப்ளையபிள் ரெசிஸ்ட் கம்ப்ரெஷன், ஆனால் போன்ன்றது ஹார்ட் நான் ப்ளையபிள் கிரவுண்ட் சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ். ஸோ அது கார்டிலேஜையும் போன்ஸையும் டிஃப்ரென்ஷியேட் பண்ணி எழுத கற்றுக்கோ. And then different types of muscle tissues, அது ஒரு 5 மார்க்ல கேட்கலாம். So explain the various different types of muscle tissues. So muscle tissues is divided into 3 types: skeletal muscles, smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. So you have to explain skeletal muscle, smooth muscle and cardiac muscle, and you have to draw the diagram also. Practicalsல இதெல்லாம் வரும். Palmaris muscle னு ஒன்று இருக்குமா, ஸோ அதுவும் படிக்கணும். அடுத்தது the diseases of nervous system, Parkinson disease and Alzheimer disease. So இதுவும் 2 மார்க்ல important. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. Right? Thank you.